Hello everyone, I'm Tina. Welcome to my channel. I'm right now at Meitan, Guizhou. The wooden house you saw in the preview is right behind me over this cliff face. As you can see, a wooden house built right into the face of a sheer cliff, a literal cliffhanger. The path to it looks treacherous, and the drop in front is dizzying. It seems to have stood here for ages. So who built this? And why here, of all places? So today we are getting up close to see ourselves. Let's go. Okay, right now we are at the bottom of this, cliff. So the local told us, the grandma told us, we need to get, this path leading to the, this mountain. Okay. Wow, look over here. Part of the path seems to have collapsed, probably from heavy rain. Looking around, there was only one house down here at the foot of the mountain. They even keep chickens. I wonder if the people living here now are connected to the builders of the place up above. So right now it's fall, so as you can see, the path is covered in the leaves. Actually, the leaves make it a little bit slippery, so be careful. Oh, I already climbed about 10 minutes. As you can see, the whole path is covered in dry leaves. Good thing it's not summer, otherwise you could easily step on a snake without, seeing it. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure if it's the right path because we are passing a lot of the folk. I'm just following my intuition here. Wow. As you can see, this part is so steep. I think I have to use my all fours. I don't know if it looks on camera. Look guys, we can see the cliff face, as you can see. Okay, that means we are getting close. Wow. Look over here. Over here, there was a, stone stair. Okay. Over here, there was a, stone tablet. But as you can see, it broke in two. I don't know. It covered in moss, so I cannot figure out anything. It's too weather to figure out, so I can barely make out the date. It says the 14th year of the Republic of China. Okay, if it was built during the Republican era, that means, yeah, it's over 100 years old. I think maybe the structure up here isn't just a house, probably a temple. Okay, now we are following these stone steps. Okay, you can tell there was no proper path before. Someone piled these stones to make one. And as you can see, this section here, these steps were, literally hand chiseled right out of the cliff face. Amazing. Wow, look over here. Look at all these moss thriving in the cracks. The sunlight barely reaches. Perfect conditions for it. Also, and this vine somehow growing straight out of the rock. Okay, wow, look at the cliff face. Okay, we can get in close. As you can see, the cliff face. Wow, look, more moss here. And look, wild succulent. You have to buy this in the city, but here they just grow on their own. So cute. Okay, guys, I think right now we got a very scary part. The most scary part of this journey, as you can see, it just made from the wooden stack, not single nail. So actually a little bit scary, but there was no way getting back. So because there was the only way leading to the wooden house. So I have to turn sideways like this to get over here. Wow. Wow, this part is steep. Okay, I have to use this weight for, leverage. Careful. You really have to admire the people who built this. Actually, I have nothing with me, and I still have to be so careful. Imagine holding all the building materials up here. Unbelievable. Oh. Wow, look over here. So dangerous. Actually, it's not a big fall, but you wouldn't want to sleep here. Okay. Guys, I think we finally arrived. As you can see, over here is a clear wooden house you saw in the preview. We spent about half an hour to get there, so not easy to get there. Look over here, a pile of firewood and ashes. Seems like someone, has lit a fire here before. Over here, another stone tablet here. Actually, there's a mirror still, recording the names of the builders and the donors. Oh, okay, almost full. I'm fine. And here, names written in ink on a wooden board. More donors. The writing is still very clear, and also the wood isn't even varnished. Actually, if it were 100 years old, the writing would have faded, so that means the temple was repaired. Okay, as you can see, the structure is all the wooden plank, so also the outside of the house is already blackened and heavily weathered. But actually, it's pretty solid. As you can see, I cannot budge it at all. Okay, so over here there were several Buddha statues, and look at how this temple is built. It follows the natural contour of the overhang cliff. That rocky ledge above acts like a giant roof, so the area below stays dry even when it rains. Also, the ground actually not even, as you can see from this part. The wooden planks sit directly on the rock. Over here, look over here, this side. They built it up with stone blocks to create a naval base. Okay. Look over here. This road is the path we came from. Look at the view, it's wide open. Let's look at the side. Here is an incense burner, simply built from stacked stones. Wow, see that cliff face? Wow, see that sheer drop? Actually, it's tilted. So scary. Okay. I tried looking it up, but I couldn't find the specific name of this temple. What's clear is that it's still in use on specific, festival days. Villagers from the area still come here to pray and make offerings. I asked the neighbors living in the shadow of this cliff. They told me this temple has been here since they were born. Okay, so their personal account paired with the Republican-era date on the broken stele confirms that this sanctuary has watched over this valley for more than a century. Okay. The craftsmanship from centuries ago is truly impressive. Okay, that's all for today's adventure. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on more exploration of the beaten path. See you next time. I'm Tina. Bye bye.